Welcome back to our Lean Revolution saga. Chapter 1. Prologue. Looking Back. You live life looking forward. You understand life looking backward. Søren Kierkegaard. In the mid-1990s, as an ordinary guy with a master's degree in engineering, a few patents, and a dozen technical publications, I led a quality assurance department. Each day was tediously like the next. It was the same office with no windows. I was expected to fix what production screwed up the day before, and remind demanding customers that a part cannot possibly break by itself. Besides, I had to deal with the brilliant but schedule delinquent owner and explain the need for employee empowerment to the old-school vice president of operations. At some point, I realized that one of us has got to go. It's either the office or me. I couldn't do anything about the office, so the only one left was me. After some 25 years of living in cubicles, it was time for me to change my career. I was on a mission to escape my QA prison. Somebody above must have heard me, as soon after in my windowless office with a morning coffee, I opened Quality magazine. Inside was a full-page ad for quality auditors with one of the leading registrars. And so I applied, and, lucky for me, I soon got the job. It was like a breeze of fresh air on my face. I travelled the world. I worked with various businesses. I learned how companies interpreted the standards and set up their management systems. Since then, in my 20-plus years of auditing and consulting, I continue to find the same problem. Again and again in different countries, various industries, companies large and small, ISO 9001, 13485, 14001, and the FDA QSR management systems are over-documented. Honestly, in all my years I've not seen a single management system that was not over-documented. I wondered why companies were reluctant to do something about their excessive number of documents and lengthy, unreadable, and hard-to-follow manuals and procedures. At some point I got curious and started collecting data on what my customers thought about their own management systems. I focused on a few typical deficiencies in the documents, such as documents are too wordy and long, documents are poorly written, content is complicated, there are duplications, documents are outdated. Data analysis is my forte, so I recorded comments from 83 management and supervisory personnel on these issues in 7 companies. The results were staggering. I was baffled. Almost all the folks interviewed thought their procedures were too long. 2/3 felt that their documents were too wordy and poorly written. I could not harness my curiosity. Why were so many companies burying themselves in unnecessary and unreadable procedures with no resistance? I wondered why untrained folks were allowed to write those procedures, why there were no mechanisms in the systems to filter out the shortcomings, and why nobody bothered to do something about the clutter. Why? One needs to find the answer to why to kill the cause. Speaking of killing, the history of root cause analysis and corrective actions goes back thousands of years. Almost 4,000 years ago in the 18th century BC, Hammurabi, the king of Babylon, developed the first recorded code of law. The Code of Hammurabi is a collection of laws and edicts. Historians consider it to be the earliest comprehensive legal standard. The Code of Hammurabi, translated by L.W. King, presents a few articles that resemble root cause analysis and actions to eliminate them. Article 229. If a builder builds a house for someone and does not construct it properly, and the house which he built fall in and kill its owner, then that builder shall be put to death. Straightforward, no? A perfect example of effective corrective action. Here is the cause, and here is the action to eliminate. Eliminate the cause. Well, history aside, the night before that memorable November morning when I rushed out of bed to talk lean with Google, my wife and I, with our evening cocktails and our already half-asleep fluffy kitty Sasha, watched TV before checking out for the night. On one of the clicks, we landed on a station bragging about their town waste recycling. "Please wait a minute," I asked my wife. Blab, 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 new waste-to-energy plant. We utilize waste. Even our trucks run on natural gas. The reporter enthusiastically recounted the story. Then a big green truck with waste on its side gradually passed in front of the camera and adventurously sailed into the sunset, puffing out its exhaust with near-zero harm to our warming environment. Okay, are you done? What's next? My wife asked. Oh, maybe fake news? I suggested. We clicked away from that channel, not sharing much excitement with those folks about their new waste plant and their big green gas-powered trucks. If you can't wait for the following videos, or you would prefer to read the book at your own pace, click the links below to buy paperback or ebook copies. Thank you for listening, and until next time.